Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. And I want to start by wishing everyone just a very peaceful and blessed Veterans Day here in the United States. And for everyone, really, who has family, friends, loved ones in the military, you're in our prayers and thoughts. And thank you for everything you do for us. And also, happy 11/11 portal. So it's a great day to talk about all the things we can manifest and how we can move forward and roll with the changes and bring in some really good times. So with that, I'm so glad to see you all here in the chat. Thank you for being here. Um, do remember to share, tell other people if you like us, so we can get more subscribers. We're almost to our goal. And yeah, we love you guys. So I am just going to quickly go to Sari. Good morning, my love. And oh, I have to say hi to everyone and have you say hi. Marcia, Dawn, Jen, Angie, Sari, you're all here. We're missing Wendy. Wendy, we love you. And so now Sari's going to ground us for the week.
Okay.
So we see her again Friday.
Yes, thank you. And welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. I actually have a 90-pound lab in my lap right below me. So I'm trying to keep her contained as we clear the energy for the morning. So I'd like to ask everyone just to sit back in your chair. Just take a nice, deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just continue to take some nice, deep cleansing breaths as you settle into your body. Put your shoulders back and let them relax. Just be one inside yourself. Let all your anxiety and concerns about the coming week, just park them to the side. We're just going to be in a moment of bliss. And as we settle in, we're asking any archangels that want to make themselves known today to be surrounding us with their beautiful wings of golden light, giving us energy, helping us stand in our power, helping us heal, and helping us shine the light forth for those in need around us and in our communities. As we let this beautiful golden light today work its way through our chakras, we are going to give grace and gratitude for this beautiful portal day and to honor the military anywhere around the world for those who have served. This beautiful golden light comes down to meet the crown, cleansing and balancing, continuing down to the third eye, helping us open up to our intuition and our knowingness, moving down next to the throat to help us stand tall in our authenticity of who we are, continuing down to the heart chakra, opening that beautiful heart to love, to grace, to compassion, to kindness, moving down to the solar plexus, where we access and feel our joy, continuing down to cleanse the sacral, balancing and aligning, helping us tap into our creativity, moving down to the root chakra, helping us connect to Mother Earth, helping us feel safe and grounded in our space. The gold light continues down, the legs, the feet, out the toes, and deep into Mother Earth. Feel her loving energy ground you, surround you, support you. Feel that beautiful energy surround your body and help you to be grounded and centered as the calm in the storm. That beautiful light from Mother Gaia comes back up to meet your feet, comes through the legs, and cleanses all the chakras once again, the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. The light continues up into the heavens or the seventh plane to connect us with all there is, or source. And that beautiful energy comes around each of us in this beautiful cone of protective light. I'm asking Archangel Michael to stand tall with each of us, to stand in our truth, to give us strength and courage. Our energy is set and clear and grounded, and we are ready to go. Thank you. And over to Dawn.
Hello. So, very interesting energy coming up this week. I wanted to focus on the 1111 portal today because today I feel like this is the day that we can put our manifesting crowns on for this full moon that's coming. And what I wanted to point out, just a couple things about what we have approaching, is Uranus is conjunct within 1 degree of this full moon in Taurus. You know, that's physical manifestation. That is physical manifestation. And I feel that no matter where this might be in your chart as far as the house, and what that might mean for you, that we also control what our destinies are, also with the energies of astrology, but we can create so much more than we think we have. We are more powerful than we know. And one of the things that struck me is that very day, this Friday, Saturn is actually stationing to go direct. And for me, what I want to do for you guys is tie that into, instead of it looking at it as a negative connotation, and I think there'll be a negative connotation out in the mundane, out in the world. But for us, we can lock Saturn in. This is where the intention works out. We can lock Saturn in to being a permanent manifestation of abundance, instead of looking at it from, because Saturn is time and Saturn is permanence. If you're looking at a love relationship and you have Saturn there, that's indicating long lasting. So let's look for things that are long lasting abundance. What I want to do just with that idea is hand it over to Jen, because I really think we need to focus on the manifesting aspect of this. And I think the fact that this is an 1111 portal, that this is very important for us. So go ahead, Jen.
Well, I think Marcia was going to add something to what you were saying. So go ahead, Marcia.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in, Dawn, and see what you thought about, excuse me. Part of what my downloads were, this Venus in Capricorn is kind of feminine energy being held up and structured again so that we can kind of lead again. Do you kind of get that too?
Organized. Yeah.
Yes.
Venus,
Yes.
anything that goes into Capricorn as a planet is there to work.
Yeah.
It's there to get stuff done, no matter what. And Venus in Capricorn is like taking care of things, right? Taking care of taking care of business. Let's put it that way. She's there to take care of business and get organized. So very much so. And I noticed that she was there, and I do want to say that I think the feminine energy is getting stronger and stronger. It's just like they're going, oh no, oh no, wait a second here. We are here to be heard, and I think, do not forget, we have a Venus retrograde coming up in Aries season, and Aries is very fiery.
Yeah.
So hold on to your hats, ladies. I think, and gentlemen out there, because that feminine energy, I think, is going to rev up. But definitely right now, she's there about, she's getting organized and, cleaning out the closets, what Pluto didn't already remove, and really digging into that energy of, organizing, getting things done. And with Mercury right now is in Sagittarius. So that communicating. And Sagittarius is a very hopeful, positive energy. I know it's in a square to Saturn, but that doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to. You should set your intentions for it to be more positive. There's a lot that we can do with our intention setting that changes the narrative from being a negative to a positive.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Jen.
All right. we got? Okay. So I was just going to share, and now my dog. Okay. Okay. I was going to share a little bit about the 1111 portal. Okay. The 1111 portal is one of the most powerful energetic gateways of the year. In numerology, 11 is a master number symbolizing intuition, insight, and spiritual awakening. When doubled, as in 1111, this energy is amplified, creating a powerful moment for alignment and manifestation. On this day, the veil between dimensions is said to be thinner, making it easier to access spiritual insights, connect with your higher self, and set intentions that align with your soul's purpose. It's an invitation from the universe to reflect, release what no longer serves you, and step into your highest potential. So I just wanted to have a conversation with each of you about what does the 1111 portal mean to you, and how are ways that you personally experienced this energy in the past? And I was sharing just a little bit before that I do have my own personal 1111 story, and it's from last year. And so I set some strong intentions last year. As the energy was coming in, it was just kind of honing in on me that I needed to do something with this energy. And so I went live for the first time on my personal YouTube channel and faced a huge fear for me that day, because like that wasn't something I ever saw for myself. And from that one moment, like it sparked this. I had a conversation right after that event that led to literally this whole idea of what we're doing here. And I didn't even know that that's what I was doing with that energy. I just knew I wanted to do something big with it, and this is it. So does anybody else have anything that they wanted to share that they've done with this energy? Go ahead.
Well, I don't have specifics. So 1111 is not my number. My number that always shows up is 34. I get 834, 634, all the 3 4s. But just now I noticed when you said, and I have a story, we were 11 minutes and 11 seconds into this recording today. Go back and watch it. Not shitting you. So anyway, good on you, Jen. You're still manifesting that, right?
That's big energy for me. 1111 has just been huge for me anyways. And my number is 311, but that's my birthday. So when I see 311, I know that we're in my manifestation energy. So did anybody else want to share your, okay, Elizabeth?
Go ahead, Dawn.
I think I want to point out as well that a lot of times when you're first getting into this energy, people see repeating numbers, and it's the universe trying to get your attention. And one of the most common ones is the 111 or 1111. That's just saying, hello, we're here. You need to start asking questions, or you need to, start digging in for information. So I think that is something that's very powerful. I've had 1111 all this. I mean, normally I see it, but this past week it's everywhere. I mean, on receipts, on time, on, just everywhere that you can think of. And I do feel like we can utilize that energy, because sometimes it just means you're on the right path, or look a little deeper, or follow. Here's the other part: follow the synchronicities. Follow the synchronicities, and you'll be like, oh, what a coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence. You are getting a message. So think about that as things go through for people. So
that's exactly what I was going to say, Dawn. That happened to me, and I think I've been telling you I quit journalism in 2020. I realized it was actually 2021. I don't know why. But that whole transition, and I've been very spiritual, but the amount of repeating numbers just all over, it really got my attention and started that shift. And I think another part of 1111, especially internally, is really not only spiritual alignment, but taking your power back in a sense, and like expecting this big change. Like it just comes. It's sort of a knowing that comes over you, I feel, from the frequencies of those numbers. It's so beautiful. And I want you all to remember too, it is angelic protection, which is beautiful on this day of, remembering and memorializing and And also the whole month of giving gratitude. It's about also this protection and spiritual healing, but also this spiritual shift. So that's important. No matter the numbers you see, it really is in the energy and the frequencies and the downloads that you get, and it will shift you. It will. It's so cool. Anyone else want to hop in there? Oh, and also in the chat, you guys, share your stories. We'd love to hear from you guys. And do think about your questions in the chat. We're going to pull cards for you guys. And it is about, what am I manifesting in this 1111 portal? And what action can you take to align with that energy, message, etc.? So please think about that as we chit chat and you think of your questions.
I wanted to ask everyone, what practices or rituals or anything, how can people really use this energy? As we're saying that, okay, we're in this portal energy, so now what do we do with it to make sure that we're actually, and I'm going to say, y'all both touched on one of the things for me is just when the inspiration comes in, act on it. Don't just sit on it, act on it. That's like divine guidance. One of y'all just said that. And so like literally listen to it and do something with it. Or does anybody else want to share?
Thank you.
I was wondering if anybody else was feeling, especially when November 1st hit, that 11-1, it felt like such a slingshot towards the 111. So I'm seeing a lot of, like Don said, we're seeing a lot of 111. I'm seeing it all the time, and I feel like it's going from 11-1 to 111. What is that time period? We got November, December to finish up the nodal axis lesson. So have we really found independence and autonomy within those one-to-one committed partnerships? And that is coming to a head. I feel like a lot of people are feeling that push if they haven't, really paid attention to the energy or done all of the work yet. It feels like the people that may be feeling that the most are the ones that kind of just need that extra little, okay, it's coming. You don't want that tower. You don't want to bring that energy to your door. So let's really think about what we can do in these last 2 months to show the universe that we are willing to step into that independence and find that common ground. I didn't know if anybody else was seeing that as well.
I want to add here, as I was getting a download as Angie started talking when she was talking something, and I realized that this energy, I think, will carry on through January 11th, 111, January 11th. So this is a good time to get that energy locked in and surf it. Because then what else occurred to me, and this is how you listen in your brain, January 12th is when the nodes change signs. That means they go into Pisces, spiritual, and Virgo South node, which is don't be so self-critical of yourself. We've had these lessons of getting away from, this is Pluto was trying to do this for us too, getting away from those toxic relationships, going out to our own sovereignty. And then when we switch signs, it's going to that more spiritual connection. And also being less self-critical and being, somebody called it basically being a spiritual warrior. Yeah. Virgo will get the job done. And of all the axis, the one that always strikes me as the biggest difference between two are Pisces and Virgo, because Pisces is just like, there's no details. There's just this beautiful, lovely energy of clouds, right? And then you have Virgo, like, I'm an earth energy. And they're both cardinal, fixed. What's the third one? Mutable. See, my brain gets crazy. So that mutable energy of being able, because we have big change coming. So we're going to have this great energy of mutable for the nodes as we face the things that are coming up the next 2 years.
Yeah.
We really are in control. I know that people were, half the population was unhappy about the election, but it really isn't about the election results. It's something completely different. The world is on a different axis right now, and we have so much more power than we realize. And we raise that vibration every single day. And we have this great opportunity between now and January 11th to really lock in our own personal power. So I feel like that is where we're going with that. Elizabeth, you said, look like
Yeah, it's so cool when you said that. I was thinking about, okay, here we are. Well, Andy started with November 1st and those sequences. And then you started talking. So I'm like, okay, 12/12. What's that going to be like, right? Forging a new path, alignment, one step at a time, because we're still like, what the heck is happening as all planets shift signs? Like, and then it's universal flow, planting seeds, growth, change, and adjustment to change. So 12/12, and then we go to January 11th. It's like go time almost. It's kind of cool when you look at it that way. Very interesting.
Yeah, and with that mutable energy, if you have a lot of mutable signs with planets and those signs in your houses, it's going to just feel a lot better. So I always describe the cardinal, fixed, and mutable energies. If you're familiar, if you've ever built a house or really built anything, the cardinal signs are kind of the blueprint drawers. They're the ideas. Okay, this is what we need to do. Here's the steps that we need to take. The fixed energies are going to be the worker bees, and they're getting it done. They're bringing that plan to fruition. And mutable signs, again, this is just my feeling of the energy and relating it to construction, since I did that for 12 years. The mutable signs are the ones coming in at the end. They're the punch list people. They're the ones that can say, I see that door frame is 1/4 inch off sides on that right side. I see that this needs to be done. They are making the list of everything that needs to be fixed and before the house can be livable. And then also the interior decorators, the creatives, the ones that bring it all together. And they're the ones that kind of get both sides to, come on, guys, here's how we can make this work. So it will be a lot more flow. And for me anyway, whenever it's a mutable nodal axis, that just feels so much more como si, como sa. Like just kind of ride with it. So if that is at all any kind of help for you, we'll be doing that for 18 months starting January 11th when we shift into that north and south in Pisces and Virgo.
So cool that you brought up the house analogy, because I heard an astrologer speaking of the next few years, 2025. Like right now, as we go in, it's kind of like you buy the new house and you sign the papers, and it's really cool, right? You got this whole big change coming, you're all excited. But then we still have to go back. We got to go back to the old house. We got to pack up all the stuff. We got to reorganize everything. Maybe get a little sentimental about everything we're leaving behind to go whoop again back to the new house. So there's a lot coming over the next couple of years. And it's funny you brought up construction, because I've been thinking about the house analogy too.
That's a good analogy, though, for what is happening. Because, I mean, moving is exciting, but it's not fun. There's nothing.
And then you got to go back and review all the other, and figure out what you're taking and leaving and how you're doing it. And then you got to go and move back in. And yeah, it's hard, but fun, and a little bit of reminiscing too.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great analogy, though. Are we ready to start transitioning over to the cards? Okay, so we're going to start with Sari.
Okay, great. And my own comment about the portal, and I used to psych myself out in all these portals, the Lion's Gate, the 1010 portal, the 1111 portal, and I would have this expectation of something like really grand happening. And when it didn't happen, I'd get all depressed and angry. And so what I've learned is I set my intentions, and oftentimes things manifest over time. You might not see it come in the moment on 11/11, but if you are setting the intentions moving forward, things will come back and manifest when it's appropriate and when the universe says it's time. And I had to learn, my Aries self is very impatient. And so I had to learn to have patience and not to expect instantaneous signs or things, showing up in that actual day. And it was always in the days after that I would see things happen. And sometimes they would just come out of nowhere. So if anyone has felt that energy or has not had, things instantaneously manifest in the moment, there is hope, because setting the intentions and sending it out to the universe is the most important thing we can do. And you can dream big and think big. It doesn't always mean that it comes instantaneously in that actual moment, but the universe does hear us and does bring it back when it's time and when we're ready. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Everyone's shaking heads. All right, I'm going to read for Michelle K today. And Michelle, I've not pulled cards for you, and welcome. And I wanted to answer the question. So the two questions that we're pulling cards for: what is manifesting for you in this 1111 portal? That's the first question. And then the second question is, what action can you take to align with this wonderful energy that's upon us? So Michelle, the first card I pulled is from the Shaman's Dream, and I pulled an 11 card. It's serendipity, but this is called Deep Quiet, meditation, stillness, and clarity. So for you, this is an opportunity today, if you can take time to meditate. And here's the message: when deep quiet appears, it is a message from the cosmos calling you to stillness, to step outside the concerns of your everyday life. This does not mean slowing down and taking a breath, though that's a good start. The cosmos is inviting you to go deep, to that place where the noise stops and there is only the vast emptiness of inner space. It's an opportunity to really go within, into this deep quiet, and find what spirit has for you. So there is an opportunity, Michelle, today, and I hope that you have time. Yeah, you see 1111. I do too, all the time. So today in particular, if you can carve out, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go into a really deep meditation, I think you're going to be receiving some downloads and some information that are going to be very important for you, that you might miss otherwise. And Spirit's message for you is, what action can you take to align? I pulled from the Light Seers Tarot. This is the Ace of Wands. And so this is indicative of a passionate new start or new beginning, going after something perhaps that you haven't before. And aces are about everything new. And that means something might end to allow this new passion to come into light. So for Michelle, the wish for you today is that go into that quiet stillness, look deep within and hear the messages that Spirit has for you, because you may get a nugget of information that says, I am ready to go forward with a new start, either a new project, a new relationship, a new beginning somewhere for you that may manifest itself pretty quickly. And hope that helps. And I'm glad that you joined us today for our live. And I'll pass it on
To me?
Yep, to Elizabeth. Thank you.
Yes. And good morning. Hi, Robert. I hope you're here. You have a question of what does your week have in store for you? Very cool. I love it. Listen, first, I have to put on my glasses. My goodness, Liz. The bee, the heart, this beautiful card. This is about love, empathy, emotions, compassion, sweetness, affection, attachments. There's a message here to remember that your heart, give your heart to something that empowers you. The heart can thrive on passion and grace, or wither and die from pain and disappointment. What are you giving your heart to this week? And remember, the heart teaches us a simple truth. What you give to yourself is a powerful message to the universe, which is such a great message on a manifestation moment like this. It becomes a prayer, a mighty wave that washes over your world and colors everything with intention. What you feed the heart grows and blossoms all around you. Be mindful where your heart lies and know you are in control. And ask yourself, how am I adding to the sweetness of life? And so if you're manifesting, this is interesting. We got repeating numbers 222, emotional expansion, emotional balance, intuitive development, making peace with our history, and emotional healing. So I believe this week is really about you, what brings love and nurturing and healing and balance to you. The Justice card 11 was on the bottom of the deck. So really, what is, your work life, love balance? How is your heart physically and emotionally? And know that you do have the 10 of cups. So I feel like it's just making sure with endings and beginnings that you don't get overwhelmed, that you continue to nurture yourself and feel fulfilled as you move forward with this sense of balance and true emotional healing. So I hope that resonates for you, Robert. And I am going to then turn it over to Miss Marcia. Thank you, Robert.
Hey everyone. So I am pulling cards for Maribel 2024. And with the question, what is manifesting for you in this 1111 portal? I've pulled an oracle card from Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler deck. And you got faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Stop playing it safe. Get ready for new horizons and a change in your life. A journey is coming. It might be to foreign lands or faraway places, or it may be an inner shift that changes your destiny. It's all beneficial. Sometimes you can feel wobbly when you are not in your normal surroundings. However, you are safe and protected. Good fortune ensues. The sacred traveler wants you to know part of the glory of the travel is stepping out of old habits, routines, and the repetitiveness of everyday life. It can feel daunting, yet in no small way, your life is a spiritual voyage. Change is coming. Things are not as they seem. There are no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure is part of the course. You are on a pilgrimage of your soul. Wow, I got chills on that. Keep your metaphorical bags packed. Some unexpected experiences are ahead. Be ready for anything. The joy of travel is that you can begin to experience the everyday as if you are seeing it for the first time. Nothing should be taken for granted. So intuitively, what I'm also hearing is similar to what Sari opened with, that serendipity. She said that kind of serendipity to me is magic. And magic happens when you stop playing it small. Okay. So something is calling you to either book the trip, take the leap. With the energy playing out this week, if you set the intentions today, you can manifest it by Friday. There's so much good energy coming forward. So I don't know if you're planning something in that regard, but what action can you take to align with this energy is the Star card. So once again, that deep, quiet, healing, hope, rejuvenation will point you to your North Star. Sorry for that glare coming in. So, a faraway place can be in your dreams. But, heading into the Saggy season, you can mark the spot, heal now in this time that you have this week. What I'm also hearing is, the Star card is Aquarian energy, that's air energy. And everything is about perception, right? You and I can be standing in the room and have the same experience play out for us, but my perception of it makes the reality for me different. And what I'm hearing is that you've got an opportunity this week for just that change in perspective back to a perspective of joy, good things are coming. The universe is supporting you. And yeah, just feeling inspired again, inspired for the travel. So hopefully that is helpful. Okay, who's next? I think Dawn, you're up.
Hello. Yes, I am reading, and I already pulled your cards. Kaylee, this is for you. This is for she's spiritual warrior out there. So I always, when I get the chance to pull cards, I let the cards come out, and I really do feel this is kind of amazing, and I think this is going to be for everybody, including me. So the first card that came out, I felt compelled to Cosmic Journey Oracle, because to me that's very manifesting Aquarius energy. And I got a number 11 card. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are.
Yes.
So I really, really feel like this is leveling up. This is, you are so much more than you realize. And sometimes you think you may be going in a circle, but you are actually going in that that corkscrew energy and moving forward, right? So I'm going to read a little bit because these are not very long. Oh, and I want to, again, 11 card. At this threshold, you have now come in. You must give up what you thought you were, as you can move into who you truly are. Each and every turn on the evolutionary spiral requires you to fully step into another level of creation to usher in what's next. A step on the spiral might sometimes feel like a step backward, but there is only one perfect progress on your pathless path as you surrender. Your identity is so deeply rooted in your roles, your car, your place in society, your bank account, your profession, all of it. It's time to shed your skin. And I'm going to say that's very Pluto, shedding your skin. This last, 8 days? 8 days before Pluto moves. Each turn has its own perils and rewards, both easier and harder every time. Harder to give up what came before, but easier because you know what's coming. Your next leap into galactic emergence. So very strong energy. And then, just because I'm very whimsical today, for the love of dragons, right? 41, the artist. How do I get there? That's the question. So the first one was, what is manifesting for you? Leveling up. Leveling up. Trust yourself. What action can you take to align with the energy? This is perfection. This is why I love the cards. 41, the artist. It's a great day to be creative, no matter how artistic you believe yourself to be. Messages, insights, direction, and even wisdom can arrive from the flow that creativity generates. You don't have to have a goal in mind, nor do you need to make a masterpiece. Your life is the masterpiece, and your willingness to get into the right brain flow of curiosity and creativity helps align you with the genius waiting to be expressed on the canvas of your life. Wild dragon wing creative abandon is calling you right now. Answer. This is how you manifest it. You take that action of going into your creative self, no matter what that is. If it is like you love to cook, if you love to bake, if you like to draw, if you just love to dance, go into those creative pursuits and lose yourself in the moment. Lose yourself in the moment. And that will just quantum leap your manifestation. That's how that works. So very, very nice, Kaylee. Congratulations on your leveling up. I don't think you're going to have much of a choice because Pluto's going to push you. So,
can I say something real quick, Dawn? That was a 41 card for her, and I feel like fives in a different sense are about your soul purpose too. So that's kind of cool. Like in that sense, not change, but becoming that creativeness.
yeah, very much.
Okay, I'm going to pull for Neon Patriarchy. So the first question is, what is manifesting for you with the 1111 portal? And we got the moon. And so I actually did pull a few more cards to try to understand what that meant, because the moon is about facing your fears. And so what I got is that you're trying to make a decision to take a new start, to make a new start, to go off on your path, but you still keep kind of getting pulled back to the past with just kind of the nostalgia of like how good it's been, and still a little bit of fear of letting go from what you've been in. But this week, and I really think that by Friday, with that full moon energy, with this moon card, that you're going to be able to face those fears, really take a step forward on this new path. The second question was, what action can you take to align with the energy? And we have don't wobble. And so while you're sitting here, keep going back in your head about like, do I really want to let go? Was it really that bad? I mean, you keep going back to the past. This is kind of what I get. You just kind of keep holding back to the past. You need to keep moving forward, keep your thoughts moving forward. Are you having a wobble? Whether a major one or whether a minor one or a major one, this is completely understandable. You are facing tough choices, but deep inside yourself, you know what you need to do. This card is here to validate your deeper knowing and the decisions that you are making. As you move forward, your anxiety will ease and you will refine your balance. And so just take that what is it, the 15 seconds of extreme courage. That's what you're needing just to get through this week, because I do think that you have good things coming. Just making that facing your fears and just making that step that you're afraid to take. That's what you need to do. All right, who is next? Angie.
All right, dice already rolled. I'll take that. It fell on the floor. So if you guys would have not yet had a reading, go ahead and put your numbers into the comments, please. I've already shuffled, focusing on the person that types in this number. Okay, not yet. Keep coming. There we go. So we've already got Oh My Giddy Aunt. So Monique, hello Monique. Okay, yay. For Monique, so as I was shuffling, it was an 8. So as I was shuffling, I was asking what the person who would share this number needs to know. Just your energy is coming up as the 4 of Cups here. So Spirit is trying to shade you from what you dislike going on right now. What's manifesting for you right now is yet to be known, because we are still here in the moon. We see this adaptability as far as the octopus tentacles. We're trying to fit into a new role. We are trying to manifest our way out of some kind of, again, what we dislike here. We're not loving what's going on around us at the moment, so we're trying to manifest understanding of our own heart, because that is not quite clear to us yet. What actions can you take that to manifest what you do want? We have the 1111, our 4 of Wands. This is a celebratory energy of this couple standing on top of the house, building the house. We've been talking about that, that they built together, and how can I do that better next time from a place of camaraderie. 3 of Cups, a place of joy. So both of these are celebration cards. Okay, so what actions can we take is to start celebrating, focusing on the things that are going well, Monique. And there's not a single person who hasn't been through this, and the confusion over that. Like, what do I do now? I'm having to completely change my color. I'm having to change my texture to fit into this new life. But you do have two of these cards are protectors here. Here we have the wolf. This is a protective energy in this deck. And also we have the spirit protecting you here, and letting you know that the shade, we're kind of throwing some of that shade on ourselves. And where we do need to start is by honoring our own heart and raising that vibrational frequency. How is it that you can have fun? So the actions that we need to take in this moment are celebrating our achievements. I know you've done hard things before. We've, not that we love doing those hard things, but give yourself some credit here. It feels like you're not seeing all the goodness. You're not seeing the love in your own heart and the capabilities of your own heart to build. And you have that. You have all of those things. We're just not seeing them right now. So to ground yourself in this energy is really important here. Lean on your friends. They're trying to squeeze their way in. And it feels like you're just not allowing it in quite yet. You're just like, I just kind of want to hang here for a second. But that's going to shift here very soon. Okay. Because what you're manifesting for 1111 is this equal give and take of action, and whatever that means for you.
Get that. Could you try again?
That was really weird. That's never happened. Did you guys hear that? That was my watch. I didn't get that, so I'm being repetitive here. So there's people trying to squeeze their way in here to you, but when you're ready, you will be ready. We're just not. We're not feeling the sunshine quite yet, but it is there. It is here and ready for you to move into this new age. Okay. I hope that helped you, Miss Monique.
I'm not sure I understand.
All right, we're going back to me. And today is the day of Michelle's. So I'm going to read for Michelle C. And welcome, Michelle C. And the question, what is manifesting for you in this portal, is coming from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. And this is called the Nectar of the Lotus. The Divine Mother wishes that those who were meant to feed others will be well fed too. Your devotion to helping others has the effect of squeezing the cosmic heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar, sweet, sustaining, life-affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. Like a sacred chalice that overflows, when you are full, well, and vital, the feeding of others happens effortlessly. You were guided to be fed now, fed with the divine nectar from the heart of the mother. And this is a similar card in tarot, the Six of Pentacles, which is around kind of equal give and take. And I believe that Angie just spoke to that, the balance. And so perhaps you have found yourself over the past number of months giving a lot to others, but not receiving the balance back. And so the message from Kuan Yin is it's time to focus and do you, and to receive love and generosity and gifts from others. Because when we are not replenished and we are giving too much, we get out of balance. And so there's a phrase that says you can't give from an empty cup. And so Michelle, this is a message that during this portal, for you, what is going to manifest is people giving back to you, and also you making it a priority to take care of your needs because they are as important as the needs of others. And we cannot be good to others if we're not taking care of ourselves and being good to us. So Kuan Yin is giving you permission to be good to yourself and to allow that beautiful energy of reciprocity come from others to help sustain you along your journey. And I pulled a card for what action can you take, and I got the Emperor. And the Emperor is the sum of all the kings. It's Aries energy. And so this is about leading your own destiny. And yes, and this is taking charge and doing you. So don't apologize for receiving. Don't apologize for focusing on your own self-care and your own self-needs. Many of us have been programmed to believe that everyone else deserved our time and energy, except we didn't deserve our own time and energy. So this is an opportunity for you to step up and to take control and to be leading your own life. And if that means it pisses someone off, that's okay, because you are the creator of your own destiny. So those are the messages for you. They're very powerful, very simple, but own it, sister. You got this. All right. And I'll pass it on to Elizabeth.
Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Aqua Jen. I hope you're still here. I've pulled cards for you about when you can feel safe and secure again. And so interesting. So this card came out from my Oracle of Alchemy deck. It's about disruption. It is a life path 1. So not your life energy if you follow my numerology. This is the cycle you're in. So I understand that you have been through, new beginnings can feel very disruptive. Change and adjustment can be very disruptive. And it can lead to trust issues, security issues, and fear. So really, there's a sense of loss of emotional balance and really re-examining everything and where you are. But you are moving forward. And I want to address, too, the fear. Interestingly enough, we have so much synchronicities going on. I, too, have the moon card for you, so that we can talk about how you can manifest through this fear. And I want you to understand the moon inspires this kind of introspection and deep exploration. It urges you to go deeper into your emotions, to really get in touch with your intuitive feelings and play with your creative ideas. I want to say too intuitively to you that fear is wide, but it's really shallow. So if you can do that deep inner work and start to manifest some fun, creative things, I really think you're going to move away from that sense of fear. And also, this card represents that something deep is awakening within you, and make space for that. Fear is taking up too much space. So make space for new things to come in, which can feel disruptive, but it's a good disruption. And the moon cultivates sensitivity and a keen perception, so you can move through this experience with ease. And I love this as you move towards the full moon we've been talking about. You can really manifest from your heart and manifest grounding and security, and you'll know intuitively how to get it. And I want you also to remember what appears on the surface may be very different from what lies beneath. And the moon is a sign of this mystical traveler. So you are going through some change. Don't let it scare you, because the advice, beautifully enough, is the Eight of Cups. And this is about this quest you're on and renewal. This starfish is a guardian for healing and regeneration. And I want you to remember to flow with the waters of trust in yourself and be confident in knowing what is right for you, and take time for needed rest and renewal. So I just really want you to trust yourself. Know, I don't mean this lightly, but fear can be such a wasted emotion when you have so many new beginnings and so much renewal coming for you. And by the way, I did a little timing thing for you, and I feel like in 7 weeks, you're going to get some messages that spark you into feeling more secure and creative and trusting what's going on inside of you to move forward. So 7 weeks. I hope that helps.
Okay. Hey, and Aquagen, I read for you a couple weeks ago, and I seem to recall you had a career reading that asked you to just what Elizabeth said, face the fear, take the job that speaks to the joy in your heart, that makes you feel creative, and don't worry about the money. It's going to come. I hope that is helpful. I just kind of got that little bit of a download. Also, I saw that Natisha Davis, one of our longtime subscribers, is in the chat. She asked for one card. So I quickly pulled up one card. It just fell out. It was Moon on the Water. So piggyback whatever Elizabeth, her reading, the first card out was the moon. I think that all of that energy of her reading just now is going to apply to you also. If the moon card comes out again, just remember these readings, as we say many times, are collective. We're all co-creating this right now together. And Elizabeth had some beautiful advice in those cards. So lean into your intuition and that moon energy and really start manifesting this week. You've got it. Now, I am reading for Lucy. Lucy, I hope you are still here. We have some fantastic cards for you. I am pulling an oracle card from the Gaia Oracle deck. I'm just feeling very called with this Taurus full moon. It just spoke to me that you had some good earthy energy, and we were going to pull from the Gaia deck. And wow, you got the 44 card. Look at that. Does that not look like a full moon? Ocean of eternal love. So what are you manifesting, Lucy? An ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, and fertility. Now, when I saw the other card and I saw fertility, I'm just going to throw out right now, I don't know if you are wanting children, thinking about planning for children in the future, but children and fertility are heavily in this energy right now. But let's read what it says. It is said that love conquers all. This is especially true for you at this moment. Something is resolved and healed through love. What was previously barren now becomes fertile. A seed is planted and you are the co-creator. The conditions are favorable. The timing is right. A new creation awaits you. The birth of something new brings joy and excitement. The forever changing seasons of eternity turn their invisible wheel and a new cycle begins. A new image is born. The affirmation is very simple and very short, so we're going to read it. Love heals. Love brings resolution. Love conquers. Love creates. Love is eternal. So whatever you like, love, and cannot get enough of, Lucy, is coming your way this week through some powerful healing that you have done. This Pisces energy, that Saturn in Pisces, that deep, deep healing. And with Saturn going direct, I'm feeling like the structure that you need in this leveling up of emotional maturity is happening for you. It's there. And I say that especially because in the action you need to take to align with this energy, you come as Queen of Pentacles. So immediately I thought of, feminine energy. This is Capricorn energy. This is a practical, generous, sensible, feminine energy, but it also reminds me of parental energy, either working towards being a parent or a working parent. You may be a single parent. You may have really had to love through that situation. But this is just, I think, again, welcoming in a leveling up some of emotional maturity that's happened. It can also, if it's not a personal relationship or related to a child, this is totally your creativity. You are bursting with love and you can really create anything you want that will be tangible. Okay. Lucy, thank you so much. I hope that's helpful. And I, can't help but say Lucy in the sky with diamonds, of course, comes through immediately when we think of that. So good luck, Lucy. Come back and share what you've manifested this week. Now I think we go to Dawn.
Hello. I'm going to be reading for Naomi. I hope Naomi is still here. It's very interesting to me what came out for you. And so for the question of what is manifesting for you, this card came out. It's a number 3 card. And I got some messages just specifically for you regarding this, but I think this is also for everyone else too, because but I'll continue. So I'm just going to read this because I feel like it's something that's going to say something to everyone, especially now we're manifesting. You've now been given the choice of what kind of work will truly become your art. It's up to you. You are limited only by how much courage you can muster to fully explore what this can mean. And we talked already about everything you want is on the other side of fear. You must merge your head, heart, and highest purpose to bring everything to bear, from the business model to the impact you wish to make. Envision the business love story you want the world to buy. Who is your perfect customer? What do they wake up thinking about? What keeps them up at night? Where can you find them? What purpose do they want to serve in the world, and more than anything else? The more specific you can get about the details, the better. Build the damn thing already, because your dream customers are waiting to fall in love. So what are you doing? I think you're heading towards what you're meant to do. And because this is a 3 card, I immediately got the energy of the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. This is working with other people. The 3 of Cups is working with people that are your spiritual buddies, that you can do things with joy and are supportive of you, and you are supportive of them. So do not feel that you need to do something on your own. But if you don't quite know what your goal is yet, what you're moving towards, I would say that you will be getting synchronicities and guidance about that all the way through December, or firming up of the plan or getting the idea. Because don't forget, we have, I think January 11th, the 111 is going to be, I always say, don't set your intentions until after the first of the year. I think we also have, there's either a new moon or full moon that is like right there during that time frame. So we'll approach that coming up. So bear that in mind, that little nugget of information that's going to be coming through. I think that's going to be, because Capricorn, it'll be a full moon, I believe. So illuminating something for you. And then the other card that I drew for you, it is a 21 card, which is, again, a 3. Hello. So this is the Sunstormer. And again, I feel like this is for everyone. The sun generates enough energy in one day to supply all the machines of the earth for 1,000 years. This is a planet of abundance. The radiance available to you each day can create opportunities, openings, and awareness that were not there the day before. All it takes is an appreciation of the abundance already provided for you. The earth turns on its axis without your help. The sun shines and makes energy for you to use without your influence or direction. Allow yourself to be filled with radiance and shine like the sun. This is how your own light defeats the dark. So I think that is a beautiful message of being able to work with others. I do want to say one last thing about this being the 11th, and for everyone out there that has had family members that serve. And it has been my great honor with my family to have had a number of people serve in the military, and they come back changed. So I want everyone to extend out to those people that really gave up maybe who they were going to be, and when they served our country and came back changed. So for those that are out there that that you see that you don't understand why they are behaving the way they are, you have to understand that there's a big change that comes when you give your all to something else. And I want compassion to be the ruler of the day here. So I will turn it over to Elizabeth to close out. Thank you.
Yeah, that was so well said. I love that you added that, Dawn, because I wanted to, having had military family and written about Veterans Day before, we all say thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. You can go a little deeper. They would really like you to say, hey, thank you for your service. What did you do? What role did you play? What branch were you in? To really engage, because it is a forever changing experience. not only for them, but the families too, everything. So to engage a little bit more, don't be embarrassed or afraid to just say, hey, so tell me more about what you did. It really, I think, is something they appreciate as far as I've been told. And so also, thank you all for being here with us. We love you so much. It really is just a joy to be able to do this together and be together and be with you. And if we didn't get to read for you, we will be here Friday. And interestingly enough, we will still be talking about this full moon. It won't stop, will it, ladies?
It was
So
pretty loud in the readings today. That's what I
it's
was going to
just a
mention. It's
lot.
just like there was a
So
lot of foreshadowing came out.
it's a lot. We had a lot of synchronicities, everything. It's just going to be, I hope, a very peaceful, blessed week. And hi, thank you. Seeing friends in the chat. But, you know, do too consider here or on our videos if you have an idea of something you'd like us to focus on, questions that you'd like us to ask, anything, feel free to drop comments where you can. And do come back Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And does anybody have any special collabs or anything this week that I should point out? No? Just a lot of content. So be sure to check the channel.
I am going to try and put out a full moon manifesting thing. I'll try and give direction as to each house for people, but I'm going to try and get that out this week and then record something for manifesting. But it's a busy week. It's good. It's good.
I know. I'm going to try to upload an 11/11 informational kind of video. You guys, you might like that. I don't know. We'll see. Mercury would go in retrograde. Always messes with my technology. So hope you see me again.
Lucy's asking about Friday's show. It's
week.
going to be about that full moon. Yeah.
What's that?
Lucy's asking about Friday's show. It's going to be about that full moon.
Yeah, we're not done. It's not done with us. Okay, thank you, everybody. I really have a blessed, very peaceful week. Thank you for being here. Bye.